From the floor of the CME Group, this is Danny Riley on today's closing print. You know what? What I got to say? I got to say the hell is S&P 1600. What about S&P 1650? That's the way this works. Make a high, pull back, make another new high. And the other thing I got to say is by the time that the sellers, the bears, figure this out, they'll be out of bullets and the S&P will be tanking. So save your bullets. You know, we said that the S&P was acting like said it was acting like a winding top about to explode. Remember that video earlier this week? Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened. Now, you know, in addition, what we also did in the morning report, we put into the report and the opening print video that we did, that we thought that, you know, unlike the unemployment job number that came in lower than expected, well, we thought today was going to come in higher than expected. You know what? It pays to have a little street smarts. The high of the day in the S&P came in at 1614.20 mid-morning. The low came in at 1606 even after the open. And last, we're coming down a little bit. We're 1608.80. We're up 16.5 handles. Whoosh. MOC, we had 685 million to buy. And you know what? It's just adding money, adding money, adding money. Follow the money. If you want to know where the S&P is going, follow the money. Total volume, we had 1.9 million minis trade and about 3,000 big S&Ps in the pit. You know, another little thing, Goldman Sachs was a buyer on the open here today. That should have told you something. Now, going into Monday and Tuesday, we have no economic releases. But that said, you know what? We're closing this out on a contract high. MrTopStep has had an upside objective of 1610. We've knocked that out. We knocked it out fairly well. And last, I want to say, you know what? There's been a lot of talk about S&P 1600, and the more we talked about it, and the more stops that went in, the more we felt that the S&P would go flying through that level, and that's exactly what happened today, you guys. Listen, we'll see you on the opening print on Monday. I hope you have a good weekend.